All right, hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekaha, Kwadash. Double honors to the men at Great Millstone, of whom I learn from each and every day. The elders, all the brothers, man. You know, the apostles, you know, who I learned from first. You know, I first came on, came to this truth. I was all over the place, you know, watching, IUIC and, ISUPK and, even Wi-Fi and all that shit. All right. But when it came down to it, the true prophets, the 100% truth came out of Great Millstone. And that's just the truth. All right. Let's be honest about it. And it's, it's becoming ever more apparent that Great Millstone has 100% truth, which we know. We already know that. And a lot of these other camps are just lying about shit. Just like this video I'm getting ready to go into about Esau Edom lying about shit. All right, this is going into his deceit. All right, and my wife has sent me a video, and the video was of I forget what her name is. She did an experiment called the black-white experiment or something. Jane Elliott, right? Come to find out, she's a 1948er herself, so she could be controlled opposition, just like that Tim Weiss guy. If anybody knows about that, you know about that. All right. So she sent me a video on a messenger or whatnot, and it was going into the maps. And I'd seen this some years back, going into the maps and how where Esau Edom resides, which basically is all over the world because he was given the earth, the dew of heaven and the fatness of earth. But in the places, mainly in the places where so-called white people, Esau Edom resides, what do? What do? Stupid ass. Okay, Salakia. They put up the maps, the curators. They make their nations like the Americas and Iceland and Greenland and Russia, or basically Asia. All right, and then they cut Asia in half and say just put a line there and say it's Europe. Elder Malcolm brings that out all the time, but they make them bigger. All right. And you're going to hear what this woman says. Salaki, about these damn stupid ass ads, man. I wanted to hear some birds chirping and I wanted some peace, not an ad about some, whatever. But anyway, Esau Edom's a damn liar and we're going to prove it. Proverbs 22 verse 20. I'm going to show you the clip, but I want to read this first. Okay. Have not I written to thee excellent things in counsels and knowledge, right? And that knowledge is a gift. And, faith is a gift. And with that comes knowledge. The fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the beginning of wisdom, right? Continue on, verse 21. That I might make thee known to certainly of the words of truth. You see that? Of the words of truth. And a part of Esau Edom's control is his narrative. All right. And when you see the real true map and what the map is supposed to look like, they put Babylon, aka America, in the middle. All right, they make so-called South America, where the Northern Kingdom resides. A lot of Northern Kingdom resides. They make it look small. They make Africa look smaller. And they make all their lands, so-called lands, right, look huge. All right, it's a psychological thing, is what it is. Anyway, that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that send unto thee. Verse 22, rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. For the Lord Yahweh will plead their cause and spoil the soul of those that spoil them. And that's exactly what's going on right now. I forget what Apostle Tahar coined this year. If I can remember it, I'll put, I'll stick it up in this lesson right here. All right. So stay tuned. Watch this clip right quick.
I don't understand. Why? Because the Pope commissioned Mercator to make a map that shows the spread of Christianity. So all the countries in which there are predominantly white people are larger than those in the southern part of the world, halfway between the North Pole and South Pole. This piece off here and put it over here. And now you see the United States is no longer in the middle of the map.
Right.
Now, I did this with a major record company in New York City, I think in 1970. And an older man stood up in the back of the room and said, "Now, Elliot, you've gone too far. I said, what's your problem? You can't do that with the map. I said, well, actually you can. He said, no, the United States isn't in the middle of the map anymore. I said, the United States never was in the middle of the map. You need to realize this depends on how you draw your map. And then I pointed this little fact out to him. South America is actually 9 times larger than Greenland.
Even though it doesn't really look like it.
No, it is. South America is actually 9 times larger than Greenland.
It's crazy.
Now, according to your social studies teachers, what is the equator? Halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole on this map would be right about here.
Right.
And that means that Iowa has a semi-tropical climate. Well, you've been in Minnesota in the
I've
wintertime.
been in Iowa too. It's definitely
You know that it doesn't have a tropical climate. So you have to then introduce a real version of the map of the world. That's what this is doing.
That's very good.
The Peters projection map. The sizes on this map are right. The shapes are distorted. Look at Greenland on this map. Right there. See it?
Yeah, it's really tiny.
See how small that is?
Right.
Look at it on the Mercator projection.
So why do they do that? I don't understand.
Why? Because the Pope commissioned Mercator to make a map that shows the spread of Christianity. So all the countries in which there are predominantly white people are larger than those in the southern part of the world, halfway between the North Pole and South Pole. Now, if you have children going to school and they're seeing this map,
Right.
they're seeing a distortion
Yeah.
of size, of shape, of location, of importance. If they're looking at this map, they're seeing a distorted, shape distorted, but size and location and importance makes sense. This makes no sense.
Right.
On that map, Alaska is bigger than Mexico. On this map, Mexico is bigger than Alaska. And look at Canada on this map. Look at that thing. That much is map. Look at Canada on a properly constructed map.
Yeah.
Do you think that's important?
It's a world of difference, actually.
A world of difference. That's a good thought. Look at there. Look at South America and compare it to Greenland on this map.
Right. It's almost like we're teaching kids that we're bigger, we're better.
That's right.
You know,
That's right. That's exactly what this map is. Do you think that's important?
it's a world of difference, actually.
A world of difference. That's a good thought. Look at there. Look at South America and compare it to Greenland on this map.
Right. It's almost like we're teaching kids that we're bigger, we're better.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. That's exactly what this map is. That's exactly what this map is supposed to do.
Right.
What we have in this country and call education is indoctrination. We start at 3. We used to start at 5. From the northernmost point of Canada to the southernmost point of South America, all the people in here are Americans. North Americans, Central Americans, South Americans. These are all Americans. You can't put up a wall to keep Americans out because we're all Americans.
You see that deceit and all that? And you heard what the lady, the camera lady, what she said. It seems like they're trying to say, look, we're bigger and better than everybody else. And that's what Esau Edom does. You know, except for it's a damn lie. That's a part of his pride. It's written about in the book of Obadiah and right here in the book of Habakkuk. Okay? It's the damn lie, deceit. He loves to control the narrative. And the scriptures very plainly tell you that his desire is hell. You know, he's not upright. It's right here in the scriptures. It also tells you that. Well, what else does it tell you about Esau Edom? What else does he do? He tricks everybody. He set himself in the place that he is the Most High. You see? And all that's coming with the AI tech. That's a whole nother lesson. But it's coming with the AI technology. And they're trying to create, another God, their God, right? Controlling the narrative, doing all this, doing all that, and at the same time, accusing the brethren before Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua day and night. That's what they do. Matter of fact, here, let me do this so it won't screw me up. Start a timer for 4 minutes. All right. Yeah, Salakia for that. I gotta do that because I don't know. So keep slowing my voice down. Anyhow, let's continue on. Habakkuk 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. It will not tarry. See, it said wait for it. Okay? Wait for it because it's going to come. All these prophecies have to happen. They must happen. Your scriptures didn't go into and say, this may be happen. But and it's all happening right in front of our eyes. But the people, the people who don't want to listen or have been blinded, in pursuant to Romans 11, verse 7, Yahweh Shem Yahushua has blinded a whole lot of people, man. All right? And the people who do see it and keep rejecting it, like most of the N-dubs, you got your Jakes running around smiling and laughing and giggling and as Elder Yashawama says, wiggling around the earth. All right? To them, man, they completely lost, man. People in the world can't let go of and it's nothing but crumbs, even if you have some kind of substance. How should I say it? It's an illusion, man. It's an illusion. This place, especially Babylon, is nothing more than a prison house for the Israelites. This was really never our land in the first place. You see? That's why Northern Kingdom getting the ninja wake-up call, and a lot of them don't even understand how the hell they got over here. You got Jakes telling them and saying this and that. Well, we was always over here. We didn't come on no ships trying to, it's a pride thing. But we sure did. Matter of fact, the Northern Kingdom came over here, so-called Mexicans and Gadites, so-called, Indians and Mexicans, all that, man, right? They came over here mainly a year and a half. One trip, mainly a year and a half. Whenever mankind dwelt. They don't even know how they got over here. That's a whole nother lesson right there. Verse 4, Salakia, man, these damn ads. I want to hear some birds chirping. I don't want to give a damn about none of the rest of this shit, man. I can't stand this place. You can't watch 8 hours of birds chirping and beautiful, absolutely beautiful creation without a fucking ad. This is how you know the wicked are in a bear's rule, man. My goodness. Verse 4, here it is right here. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. You see that? The just shall live by faith. That's a gift. That's the best gift ever given to anybody on the face of this planet since the world began. You see? Verse 5, ye also, because he transgressed by wine, he's a proud man, neither keeper at home, Mount Petra, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and he put unto himself all people. And at the same time, we know when their curators are fudging and making up maps and making everything to look this way and look that way, right? They lying. Their mouth is full of deceit. Make America great and this big country. We got all kinds of money and all that. No. The scripture very plainly told you he laid himself in thick clay. We're going to read it. You see? It's right here in verse 6. Let's read it. Verse 6, shall not all these take up a proverb against him? That's all the rest of these nations, man. You see the bricks happening? You see all that? But see, this is going into him removing landmarks, changing the way things look. Just run a line straight through. I pull up some maps. Run a line straight through Western Asia and say, look, it's Europe. Salakia. All right, let's keep going. All right, let's read it again. Verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, saying, woe means destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his. And he does that all over the place with all kinds of different things, the sanctions, the tariffs. All right, and he'll go in to a poverty-stricken country or a region, and he'll say, "Look, we'll help you build infrastructure." It's the same thing they did like that down there in Panama Canal, right? Now Trump talking about taking it back, breaking all his promises and covenants that he did with anybody, let alone the Israelites. All right, but they'll go and they'll say, "Look, we'll build your infrastructure, but you got to use us to build it." All right. And then after it's built, you gotta work to keep it up, but we're gonna make all the money on it. You see? But we making all the money on it, and in the meantime, what happens is Esau Edom, by trade of seed and whatnot, has built this infrastructure for his own damn good, and then use you as slave labor, basically. And he still does this yet to this day, whether it be blood diamonds or gold or copper, all right, or whatever it is, man, precious. Like up here in Western North Carolina, quartz crystal, lithium, and even to his own people, man, because up here is a bunch of damn Edomites. You understand? But a lot, again, though, I gotta say this: a lot of these rednecks, some of these rednecks, so-called rednecks, some of them are Jacob, man, and you can always tell. Yeah, that's why you gotta test the spirit. All right, but that's what they do, man. All right, even their own people, man, just straight up stole their shit. That's what happened up here. All right. They want everybody crammed into these 15-minute cities, and they don't want people, living per se, on their own or off grid. They don't want people doing that shit because the MOT to the B is right around the corner. Continuing on, and say, woe unto him that increases that which is not his. How long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay, and that's that debt. In America, aka Babylon, is in major debt. Something that can never be paid back. That's why the third woe is happening. You see? Verse 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them. That's what I was just speaking of. Thou shalt be what? Booties unto them. Let's go here. What's the creator? Curator. I know what a creator does. What does a curator do? Salakia, I don't want no pop-ups. I don't want none of that shit. A curator keeps and maintains collections for institutions, including museums, universities, or government facilities, and tend to the various items and many types of objects found. Let's see. There it goes again. Salakia. Okay. This is a curator of maps. Really, that's what I wanted. Let's see. Map maker. Let's go back. Salakia. Map maker or curator definition. And it didn't give me the definition. Bear with me for one moment. I wanted to see let's see. Map maker definition. A map maker by the Free Dictionary. Let's go here. Map maker. I'm 100% sure they're called curators also. A person who makes maps or a cartographer. Salakia for that. A cartographer, right? All right, so let's go back and look up for a cartographer. Curator's different. Salakia for that. All right, yeah, cartographer. A person who draws or produces maps. And that's what Esau Edom was. He was good about doing that shit. And removing landmarks. Matter of fact, I got that pulled up. It's good to do. Salakia. Where's that scripture that talks about removing landmarks? Let's pull it up. Proverbs 22. I was there, wasn't I? Yeah. Proverbs 22. Salakia. In verse 28. Yeah, I was already there. Damn. Already. Bear with me. I'm just going to go straight to the point. All right. Let's just do that. Okay. Remove not the ancient landmarks which thy fathers have set. Settest thou a man diligent in his business. He shall stand before the kings. He shall not stand before mean men. All right. So the scripture very plainly told you, don't remove the landmarks. Don't remove the signs. Don't say that this people is from here, this people is from there. And it's a standing thing, and it's a theme with Esau Edom because he's trying to deceive who? The Israelites. That's what he's trying to do. Basically deceive the Israelites. And he takes these fields by violence. All right. And removes all the landmarks and says, look, the people were here, the people were there. Let's go. Let's here. I got a map pulled up. First, I pulled up map of Asia, right? Map of Asia. So let's go here. This is what it says Asia looks like. Now, if you pay attention to this right here, again, Elder Malcolm goes into this all the time. Can you not walk from Russia over to so-called Europe? Can you not walk there? That's an imaginary line. That's just poof. You know, there's a line right there. There's no mountain range, huh? There's no, and you know, look, if it was divided by a mountain range or a major river or, I mean, even a damn fault, right? It would still be considered the same land. In that case, you could go, let's go to Babylon. Let's go to America. All right. You got the Great Smoky Mountains. You got the Blue Ridge Mountains, which, in fact, I reside in. Right. In the Blue Ridge Mountains. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's show you. Let's just not run our lips. Then that would mean that America would be two different continents, right? Or two different areas, if you will. Let's go. Okay, let's get this. Let's see, because it divides certain places. Here's a map of the Blue Ridge Mountains. What do you have here? So that means, see that you got Virginia, which is on top of North Carolina, right there. South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, right across. You know, basically across the mountain, across the east, west of the Blue Ridge Mountains. You see how it goes all the way from Pennsylvania to Georgia. See, that would make it just two different whole places. You see, they say Europe. You see what I'm getting at here? See, they fudge with the maps. All right, so then I pulled up a map of Europe, which there's no such thing. It's all made up. All this is Asia. You see that? It's all Asia, man. That's all it is. It's Western and Eastern Asia. That's it. And Southern and Northern Asia. That's all it is. So they a bunch of damn liars, man. The scripture said your enemies shall be found a liar, and they exaggerate. Exaggeration. A statement that represents something as better or worse than it really is. And what happened on those maps? All these maps that you learn all throughout your life. Not really, and when you see these things, it's a representation of a lie. You know, look, America's in the middle. Look, America's big, and all the rest of these countries are small and insignificant. That's the type of witchcraft that he puts in your mind. You know, and if you're simple-minded, then hey, you'll take that hook, line, and sinker. Micah 2 and verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's another part of it. You see, even a man and his heritage, they steal the lands, and then they are the biggest culture vultures on the planet Earth. They take the lands by violence, and then they say, look, we're Americans, we're this, we're that, since we live here, you see, and now they stole all the Japhite lands, you know, now we're Europeans, and that's furthest from the truth. They a bunch of damn liars. Verse 3, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go hauntily, for this time is, the book of Sirach, 14 verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. Therefore, there is none worse than he that evileth himself. And this is a recompense of wickedness. See, of wickedness, man. And I pulled the maps up. All right. And, you know, and that, what's her name? Jane Elliott. She pulled up the real map. And even that was distorted. This is crazy. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. You see that? At the last, he will declare his wickedness. And you can clearly see he's doing that right now. He's always been doing this, man. What was that song? They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place, and backstabbers. See? That's what they are, man. But they were created that way. Huh? Simple and plain. Make America great again, right? Yeah, I pulled up several maps. It's lucky. All right. He did not. All right, didn't want that. Let's go here. I'll close out. All right, make this short. Psalms 101 verse 7. He that worketh deceit. You see that? Those maps and all the things he tells you from Africa. And the Mexicans came over the Bering Strait. Huh? You know, and the white man is all the Israelites that came from Jerusalem. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Although they are Hebrews, the Hebrew Edomites. A lot of people don't even know that. Bruised. Goodness gracious, man. Oh boy. Proverbs 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord Yahweh hate. Yea, 7th are an abomination, a proud look, a lying tongue. See, and hands that shed innocent blood. A heart, which is your mind, that deviseth wicked imaginations, just like the maps. All right, feet that be swift in the running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. And Esau Edom has all those attributes. It's clear and cut straight to the point. All right, so when you see these maps, it puts it in your mind. Let's just go to it. I'll just go right here. Let's see. Yeah, map of Earth. Let's see what it looks like on this here. Okay. It's not really a clear representation. See? And again, that's what they say, that puts Iowa at the equator. It doesn't make any sense. That's why you got to think for yourself, man, to get wrapped up in these scriptures to understand how this damn devil really is, man. See? Okay? But that's that. I figured I'd do a quick lesson on that, and hopefully it was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha, Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone of whom I learn from each and every day. Healthy shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. And much love to the Akim and Akwaf that are sincere in this thing. Shalom to you. And every chance you get, chant this place down. Kwam Yasharallah. That's Rise Israel and the Baba Ball.